So I was going to go to Smitty's Pizza, which I believe is in Taunton, but I found myself in Pembroke, so I'm at the Alumni Sports Cafe. Called in a pizza. I was only 5 minutes from there. I was looking at a job right around the corner from there, so it just made sense for me to stop here for a pizza. They said 20 minutes. I was only 5 minutes from them, so I'm in the parking lot now waiting a few minutes before I go in. And so I've heard mixed reviews on the Alumni Sports Cafe. I've heard some good, some bad. I'm gonna find out what it's like. I ordered my regular pizza, the bacon with mushroom. I didn't have them alter it in any way, so I didn't have it be with burnt edges or anything. I just ordered it, and I'm gonna find out what it's like. I will let you know in a few minutes. I'll go in and pick it up, bring it out here, and give it a try. So for those of you who don't know where it is, it's on Route 53. It's right near the intersection on where you'd go up 139 to go to Marshfield or Pembroke. So it is in Pembroke. This is it here. Is this where you pick up takeout? It's Russ. Alrighty. Alright, so we got the pizza. It was right on time. I was here a little early, but I waited for the 20 minutes. It's in a bag. And it smells pretty good. So let's see. You can see it when I see it. All right. Now, that looks pretty good. Mushrooms look fresh. Bacon looks pretty good. Cheese and is on the edges, but the sauce is not out to the edges. It's like a pretty good amount of sauce. Woo! And it's hot. It just came out of the oven. So I'm gonna just get you to look at the underside, and then I'm gonna go drive somewhere that I can eat this. So it looks pretty good as far as the way it's cooked. It is gonna have some serious flop, but I have found that when it first comes out of the oven, they all flop. So we'll see. We'll give it a little bit of a cooling, but it's got a little more flop than like poopsies or what have you. But the bacon and mushroom looks pretty good. Their cheese blend might not be all cheddar. I think it's a blend. Looks like some mozzarella in there by the look of it. And like I said, it's the sauce is pulled away from the edges a little bit. It looks like there's going to be some nice crunch to the crust. So we'll see. I'm going to let it cool for a minute, and I'm going to go find another place to try it. Today is St. Patty's Day. Looks like they had a pretty good crowd in there. You know, for COVID anyway. They weren't overcrowded. It looked like they were meeting the guidelines for COVID, but they had pretty good crowd, and looked like everyone was getting. I think they had the corned beef and cabbage as a St. Patty's Day meal. They were chopping up carrots in the back room there, and it looked like everybody maybe took the day off for St. Patrick's Day to get their Irish on, and as we know, we're all Irish on St. Patty's Day, and we're going to enjoy corned beef and cabbage for St. Patrick's Day, but we're going to do it on Saturday. Anyway, I'm pulling into, you can see it behind me, the Tractor Supply here. Find a little spot to park, and it turned out to be a real nice day. Got my window down, I'm going to take my coat off, and I'm going to dig into this pizza. So this seems like as good a place as any, because you want to have the pizza when it's still hot, like you're having it at the restaurant. So those of you who have been watching, you know what I do. I order the same pizza each time, mushroom and bacon. I don't ask for any alterations. just the way they cooked it is the way I get it, because I want to have it the way that they think is the best way, which I think they're cooking it the way that they think is best. Now, if after I try one, I might suggest maybe asking for it to be well done might be better for certain places. Some places automatically lace the edges, some places do not. This place, as I said earlier, the sauce is kind of pulled away from the edges, but it still looks like some good crunch there. There's lots of flop. The dough is flexible, so it's not the cracker like Poopsies or some of those that have no flop. They stand out straight. As in if you watch my next page, Cafe, theirs had no flop, but it still had a nice little chew to it. So anyway, let's try this. As I thought, I don't think that this is, a lot of places are doing, they're doing cheddar. Some of them doing 100% cheddar, which I think I like that the best. And some of them doing a blend. This, I think, has a lot of mozzarella in it, maybe some cheddar. Now, if I'm wrong and you know better, post it in the comments below and let me know. You can blast away, but I think this has less cheddar than most. Good amount of sauce on this pizza. As you know, the typical SouthShore Bar Style pizza has very little sauce and very simple sauce. This sauce is good. Like I said, the cheese is a blend, but I don't think it's mostly cheddar. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's some mozzarella in there. The edge has a nice little crunch to it. The mushrooms are good. Bacon is good. Not a bad pizza. Now, as you know, I'm trying to compile my top 10. So I've been to 18 places. I have my top 10 so far. I expect it to change as we go forward. So now when I'm trying to place, it's either going to make my top 10 or it's not. This is a good pizza. As I said, the sauce was pulled away from the edges, but the edges have a nice little crunch to them. It's just that it's not typical to the SouthShore Bar Style pizza, but nice little crunch. Pretty thick on the edges, but not quite like a Greek style pizza either. Nice little crunch on the end there. This is a good pizza. A little more sauce than I like, but the sauce is good. Nothing wrong with the sauce. As I was saying, when they're hot, they have serious flop. Now look at this. A lot less flop as it's cooling down. So this is one of those pizzas that will give you a lot less flop. Now I'm looking at the dough. I will say I think it's slightly undercooked, teeny bit, but it's because their dough is thicker than most. No, it's cooked. A lot of chew to it. Again, I haven't been let down yet by these places. So 19 places, damn good pizza. I do like that crunch. So their sauce doesn't go all the way to the edges. However, their cheese does. So it's like a little cheesy bread. At the end, you got a little piece of bread with cheese on it. Now, if you ask this to be burnt edges, I'm not sure I would like it because it doesn't have the sauce on it, but maybe if you asked them to lace the edges, they might spread the sauce out and put it between the pan. Not sure. So if somebody knows that if you order laced edges from here, I'm wondering if they then would put the sauce kind of between the pan and the dough so that you get that nice laced edge. Not sure. Some places, I think, tell you to go screw when you ask for laced edges. They don't either want to do it or maybe they don't know how to do it. I don't know about this place. Maybe they do it. Let's find out. So overall, very good pizza. Is it going to make my top 10? You can see the cheese. A lot of pull to it. That kind of tells you that there's mozzarella in there. So it might be a nice blend, but I do like more cheddar, or even 100% cheddar. The dough, although I like a pizza that has some flop to it, Their dough is a little more like a conventional dough, where it is doughy, it's thick, a little chew to it. Very good. Not my favorite. However, don't start attacking me. These places have all been, if I put them on a 1 to 10, they're all been 9s. Maybe a couple have been like 8.7. If I had to give this one a score, it's probably teetering just under 9. So it's not going to make my top 10, but it is a good pizza. And I do like the crunch at the end. The way they did their pizza. I do like that. Mushrooms are good. Not sure if they're fresh mushrooms or not. They might be. I do think they're fresh. They're fresh. Bacon is really good. Yep. The toppings are right up there with some of the best, for sure. I think where they're falling off a teeny bit for me is their dough and the cheese. Again, excellent pizza. If somebody said, hey, do you want to go to the Alumni for a beer and a pizza, I'm there. It was very good. The atmosphere inside looked very good. The bar looked nice. Looked like it can be family friendly, for sure. They had booths. Again, the bar and the booths area are kind of separated, so you don't feel like you're just in a bar, where some of the smaller places are just mainly a bar. This one, I would say, is family friendly, for sure. So, and their sauce is a little bit sweeter than some, but not overpowering. There is a little spice in there. I don't know if it's rosemary, or might be some rosemary in there. So that does linger a little on the taste profile. But overall, this is a very good pizza. Not my favorite, but go try for yourself. So head over to the Alumni, tell them Russ sent you, have a pizza. Again, if you spot me, if you had been there today and you subscribed, you would have got a free pizza. So subscribe to the channel. Let's get it. I'm up at like I have 208 subscribers, which for the longest time I had about 15 or 20 subscribers. So the channel is growing crazy. Put a comment down below what you like, what you don't like. Give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe. So the goal ultimately is to try to get 1,000 subscribers, and then that puts this channel on the map. And I will tell you, we're getting on the map. If you do a search for SouthShore Bar Style Pizza, we come right up on the first page. Of course, the One Bite, they come up first, because One Bite, everyone knows the rules. That guy there, he's got 10 billion followers or something. So of course he comes up first, but I'm right underneath him. So watch out, Dave. I'm gaining on you, right? No, it's been a lot of fun. I hope it helps out some restaurants in what I'm trying to do. I do try to be honest, but honestly, I haven't had any real bad pizzas, so I'm gonna keep going. This brings me up to 19 places. I think the list that was compiled on the SouthShore Bar Style Pizza social page, the biggest page around for SouthShore Bar Style Pizza. I think there's some lists on there. There's about 3 different lists that you can look at. They all have about 100 plus places. So I'm gonna try to hit them all. It's gonna take me some time, but no one likes a quitter. I'm gonna keep going. Have fun. Go to these places. Tell them Russ sent you. Won't get you anything, but just tell them anyway. Have fun. Hopefully this pandemic is soon behind and we're going to be doing these reviews inside the restaurant.